The Guru Parampara, our own Guru, it's a long, sustained, continuous effort of ours with our intellect trying to grasp the essence of Upanishads. It is required lots of patience. To grasp itself, it takes lots of time. But we all know that's not enough. We have to remember what is grasped. Because the Upanishadic knowledge is not like any other knowledge which is optional or which is alternative or which can be objective. ऑब्जेक्टिव मीन्स बस बार बार पता कर लिया किसी को ज़रूरत है तो दे देंगे दिस द ऑब्जेक्टिव वे ऑफ हैविंग नॉलेज अल्टरनेटिव मीन्स वाट अच्छा ये नहीं तो और कुछ करेंगे ऑप्शनल मतलब चल ठीक है छोड़ दे सकते हैं नो स्पिरिचुअल नॉलेज इज नॉट दैट वे इट इज द रिडीमिंग नॉलेज therefore by all means listening studying remembering and doing the practice and actualizing the experience. These are the ways in spirituality we grow. We cannot make it as an alternative or an option and we can say, ठीक है आज नहीं कल करेंगे, but then you are not going to get benefited. And that is why sustained efforts of ours for long, long, long period of time is essential. And always remember, mm, we are very tiny tot, most insignificant being for the world from the standpoint of world and from our own level also if we see such small tiny we, how can we imagine to break through all the inner and outer shackles of maya or avidya or ignorance and discover the self? Where is that avkat in us? Just sheerly we are arrogant only. Is it not? What are the capacities we have? What we have to accept it. And this human being, for no reason, he just feels egoistic. With that ego, anyway, he is destroying the whole world, the Prakriti and all. The most detrimental, dangerous, terrible राक्षसा कोई है अगर इस दुनिया में तो that is human being only. We can see what destruction, catastrophe we are creating to other beings, the natures, to each other. More rakshasa than human कोई है ही नहीं. Then, not only that, we are destroying ourselves also. है with our negativities so many, positivities very few once in a while. Such we, how can we imagine that we can cross transcend all limitations just like that? है without price, without cost, without the efforts, नहीं होगा. And for us, we are the examples ki how we are trying our best from whatever number of years. So, how much of the knowledge has gone in, or remembered, or retained, or practiced? If you see all that, it will be like that only for decades, for lives together. This is how, with humbleness, with sincerity, when these disciples, that is we, go to the Guru, surrender, also relentlessly requesting, praying that Lord to bless us, not because we deserve, but because you need to bless. You know, that much of honesty in the heart that I am seeking your blessings for the truth only, and also I am honest that I'll be an instrument in your hands, O Lord. So these type of very serious, subtle things, unless they are all gathered or practiced for long, long time, the Upanishadic Brahma Vidya just like that will not come. That is why the rarity of such people in the whole universe, any given period of time, and they are countable on the fingers. Study students of Vedanta can be there, If there are 100 philosophy colleges, 100 में से बहुत सारे वो वेदांत पढ़ाएंगे. That is not at all sadhana ना. That is like any other academics. हाँ फिजिक्स है केमिस्ट्री है हाँ, तो फिलोसफी का एक डिपार्टमेंट है, हेड है, टेल है. Then the class is there, students are there, they are taught, they answer to the questions in the exam, they are passed, they are given degree certificates. They themselves can become the philosophy lecturers again. There is no concept or understanding of moksha in this. It's just mere academics. We're not talking about them. The truly, genuinely, spiritually evolving giants are countable on fingers. For this reason, that we are very tiny, insignificant with what qualities, what capacities we have. See, with all the capacities, only our upadhis are not efficient enough to know the truth with all their capacities. हाँ वो कैपेसिटी है ही नहीं. विचारणा शक्ति का है बुद्धि में, प्रेम भक्ति का है शास्त्र के लिए मन में, नियंत्रण इंद्रियों का शरीर का, वेर इज इट. सो therefore be on the path but with full patience, knowing all these limitations, our own shortcomings, coming out of those shortcomings slowly, steadily, like a snail speed, even less than that, we'll be embarking on अध्यात्म. कोई जल्दबाजी से कुछ होता नहीं है ना. रफ एंड टफ आई गो एंड सिट एंड लाइक प्रहलाद और लाइक ध्रुव 6 महीने 1 साल ध्यान में बैठकर आई कैच परमात्मा. हम्म, ऐसा नहीं होता. अगर हो रहा है तो यू माइट हैव डन साधना इन अर्लियर hundreds of lives. So वो तो possibility है. We don't deny. Vedanta luckily explains everything, doesn't deny anything. तो स्वामी जी इनको तो एक ही जन्म में कैसे हो गया? आप तो कहते हो सब जन्म. अरे भाई दिस इज 100th जन्म पर him. He has done already. But generally for all the jivas to evolve, these are the ways. So what is a summary of it is knowing that our ability capacity is less, with full humbleness, with the dependency on God and Guru through prayers and surrender, whatever little bit we know, we should keep on doing the spirituality without expecting straight away everything should happen. Second is the Upanishadic Adhyayanam should go for months together, years together, lives together. Only then the intricacies of it, the sadhya sadhanas of it get revealed to us. So have patience. That's the point. Have regularity, seriousness. Then one thing is sure. कि one day, if not this life, some life, we have to decide that totally my life's every moment is only for knowing the truth. वही उसी जन्म में जो कभी ही हुए हो कभी उसी जन्म में maximum travel in the spiritual will happen, even maybe the reaching the destination also. So maybe all recognizing all these things, let us be on the path. Let us study today also our Aitareya Upanishad, little Yoga Darshanam, our Mundaka, today or tomorrow it will be done. Then we have our Gita for children, 12th chapter, beautiful values. Bhagavatam, we are seeing the Trinity. Narayana is proved to be greater than others. Today we'll see Sri Narayana Bhagavan's all Divya Shaktis and Karuna and Anugraha ityadi. Then we will see Lord Krishna, Arjuna going to the Ananta Bhagavan's Loka to bring them Brahmana children. Adhyatma Ramayana, 2-3 more pure Vedanta shlokas from Ramji we listen. And our remembering of Mother, 8 to 900 Kamala. So to our Devi Stotras. And yesterday we have done Sita, today Radha Stotrams. Let us revel as much as we can. Check the ego. Is it reacting? Keep it away, that ego reaction. Check the laziness. Just let it reduce it. Check the patience. Increase it. Check the concentration. Add to it. In that way, let these be our efforts put while doing our Shravana or Adhyayana, so that the knowledge also grows, those qualities also grow. Let us try. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavaditamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ सुकृतेऽधिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्री ऐतरेय उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः श्री वेदव्यास आद्यशङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहिन्दुसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् कर्मनिष्ठित अस्माकं सह समस्त भक्त साधकानां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्यादि समस्त शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूलता प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम ऋग्वेदांतर्गत आरण्यकांतर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे ॐ मनस्तावदमशान्त्यै यस्य पादनखच्छटा शरदिन्दुरिवा भाति तं वन्दे नीलचिन्मणिम् ॐ अथ श्री ऋग्वेदान्तर्गत ऐतरेयारण्यकान्तर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषद प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य माणीस्तः सुतं मे मा प्रहासेः अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्ददामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Let us chant from the ninth mantra. तच्छिष्णेनाजिघृक्षत तन्नाशक्नोच्छिष्णेन ग्रहीतुं स यद् एनत् शिष्णेनाग्रहीष्यत विसृज्य हैवान्नमत्रप्स्यत तदपानेनाजिघृक्षत तदावयत सा एषः अन्नस्य ग्रहः यद्वायुः अन्नायुः वा एषः यद्वायुः स ईक्षत कथं नु इदं मद्रुते स्यात् इति स ईक्षत कतरेण प्रपद्या इति स ईक्षत यदि वाचा अभिव्याहृतं यदि प्राणेनाभिप्राणितं यदि चक्षुषा दृष्टं यदि श्रोत्रेण श्रुतं यदि त्वचा स्पृष्टं यदि मनसा ध्यातं यदि अपानेनाभ्यपानितं यदि शिश्नेन विसृष्टम् अथ कोऽहमिति स एतमेव सीमानं विधार्य एतया द्वारा प्रापद्यत सा एषा वितुरुतिर्नामद्वाः तदेतन्नान्दनन्तस्य त्रय आवसताः त्रयः स्वप्नाः अयमावसतोऽयमावसतोऽयमावसत इति स जातः भूतानि अभिव्यैख्यत किमिह अन्यं वावदिशत् इति स एतमेव पुरुषं ब्रह्म ततमम पश्यत् इदम् अदर्शम् इति तस्मादिदन्द्रो नामेदन्द्रो ह वै नाम तमिदन्द्रं सन्तम् इन्द्र इत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Friends, the entire Aitareya Upanishads purpose is to tell us to remember the presence of the divine Parabrahma in and through the entire creation and entire happenings that are happening within us and without us. What is problem for us is because of our identity with the upadhis of the Indriya, etc., Chakshuradi. We with them see the world. We get satisfied. देखो शब्द स्पर्श रूप रसगंध इंद्रियों के द्वारा दिख रहे हैं, so उनके द्वारा जो सुख प्राप्त करना है, we are doing it. So this is where we get lost. This is what is the basic karana of the samsara. That in this process of identifying upadhis, living with upadhi, seeing the world and reveling in that world. What is forgotten is the truth, the reality, which is everywhere permeating, whose discovery is the giver of the moksha or liberation. So each Upanishad is trying in its own unique manner. This Upanishad is teaching us this way by analyzing the world and telling us that right from beginning of creation, it is He alone who was there, who is creating out of Himself. He alone is there. Okay, so like a bhakta should consider that whole Jagat is his own Ishtadeva, Ramamayam or Krishnamayam. Even they as the Vedantins should slowly through the study of these type of Upanishads first make strong intellectual concept or understanding that what Chara Chara everything seen is Paramatma only. There is nothing other than the pure existence conscious. After doing this, then I must discover that Paramatma. For that, I have to withdraw from the Jagat. For that, I must become Drashta for the Jagat. For that, I have to get rid of Raga Dvesha from the Jagat. For that, I have to do the Viveka Vairagya. है कि नहीं? So विवेक वैराग्य द्वारा राग द्वेष आदि छोड़कर जगत का इन्फ्लुएंस हमारे ऊपर कम करते हुए ध्यान में वो परमात्मा जो इस सारे जगत के अधिष्ठान है, तो वी हैव टू डिस्कवर हिम. So before creation, who was there? Paramatma. Whose sankalpa is creation? Paramatma's. Whose is the bhautik material cause for the jagat? Paramatma. Instrumental? Paramatma. Intelligent, efficient cause? That also is Paramatma. So that we have to catch. For that only all these things are told that let me create lokas, let me create lokapalakas, then let me give them hunger, then when they ask the place, let me put them, then for satiating their hunger, let me create the bhojanam. So all this is Paramatma only. Like Brahma, Arpanam, Brahma Havi जैसे कहते हैं ना, even that Anna also is Brahma, Anna Ada also is Brahman. है एक ही Brahman. But now we are seeing it in the million multiple forms. In that, the Paramatma's vision is lost. That's how we are in samsara. So we are trained to see Paramatma everywhere. Now, yesterday we saw when the Anna got manifested, um, every of the devatas tried to consume, or that Pinda Rupi expression through the Indriya Adhisthana Devata wanted to consume that food with their own specific faculty. Every one of them, all the seven of them failed. So, what is the meaning of this is one thing, they can do the work which is given to them, not everything. Second is all the faculties need energy, but they can't have it directly. Energy comes to them when the food is consumed by not any one of these faculties, but by somebody else and into some more thing, and there's a process is kept by the Lord, by which the consumed food becomes that type of energy which is a miraculous, no? Which will be helping that particular organ, sense, or the adhisthana devata. Dekho, when 2 months, 1 month we don't eat food, every faculties give up. Again, when we slowly increase our dose of eating and awakes time, when he eats sufficiently, all faculties active. What it waits? Waiting is to all these indriyas. It is the food only which is nurturing, nourishing. Now, important point is what? Food being common, when it is digested and sent to each of the even physical organs also, through indriyas also, like the electricity, etc., through whatever equipment it works, it makes that equipment work. In the same way, this anna taken, digested and all, becoming speech in the mouth level, becoming the listening at the ear level, becoming the vision at the eye level. क्या miraculous चीज भगवान ने बनाया. And his kindness is what? If every of the indriyas are given food directly, it will be chaotic to them. Second is what? If they are busy in taking the food, consuming, they cannot do their individual works of whatever is given to them. हाँ, कब देखेगा नहीं, इसको बिजी है अपना खाना खाने में, बनाने में, उसको डाइजेस्ट करने में. लाइक एनी बिग ऑफिसर इज सो बिजी हिमसेल्फ, अगेन झाड़ू करेगा, पोछा करेगा, कपड़ा धोएगा, खाना बनाएगा, बर्तन मांजेगा, तो ही कैनॉट डू द वर्क्स. You know, the works have to happen by some other way. Don't imagine the president, prime minister doing all this. फोटो खिंचवाने के लिए करते होंगे. So too the Indriyas have their other sacred works to do, but they need food. Like prime minister, president, they have a lot of works to do, but they need food ना. Food कहीं से बनकर आता है. Same way, Bhagwan made this system for all the faculties relaxed, like the mother at home. All are relaxed regarding food for the decades together. Otherwise, food is the biggest issue, like any jivas, for human being also, that every day you have to consume 3 times. नहीं तो मर जाओगे. But how come it is not an issue? Because somebody at home took that charge. Bhagwan only in that rupa. So we are supplied, we are relaxed. So too, all faculties are relaxed. The food is taken by the pranamaya kosha, which वही डाइजेस्ट करता है, वही सर्कुलेट करता है. What a beautiful system it is made. We have to appreciate and accept Lord's intelligence, Lord's karuna, kripa. All of that we have to accept from this. The result of it is our ego, that I am this, I am that. That should go away. Only when the curtain of ego becomes thinner and thinner, removed, then only subtle visions of the reality, understandings to begin with, come to us. Those understandings, again, an egoless person only can translate through practice into experience. So, when all devatas failed in consuming that food, or through all those devatas, that Pinda Rupa failed to consume the food, now it came now the turn of the Pranapana combination. So, here we saw yesterday What is the thought here? Tadapanena ajigrukshatu tadavayatu sa eshaha annasya grahaha yadvayuhu annayuhu va eshaha yadvayuhu. So tad apanena ajigrukshat. So tat, that परमात्मा और that पिंड, ये वाला सामने रखा खाने फूड को अपाने न तो अपार वायु शक्ति अजय कुक्षत. When all इंद्रियास are failed, there is no arrogance. कहीं तो अब इंद्रियों ने किया नहीं, अब जड़ प्राण कैसा करेगा? Nowadays, if you see, all jada only machinery. But how much that machinery jada is doing the work of hundreds of human beings living put together. Actually. So he didn't feel arrogant. He tried through apana and it worked. It clicked. That is tadavayat. That prana apana combination could consume the food. Consume, digest, circulate, all squared कर लेना. अब तदावयत बाबा सहा एषः अन्नस्य ग्रहः. Therefore, the prana apana combination is annasya graha. Yat, what is this? Yat vayu. And that vayu अन्न ग्रहण करा के आयु देने वाला है. To whole gross body, subtle body setup. Therefore, it is called as अन्नायु. ये सहायत वायु. ये वायु ने खाने को अंदर लिया और अन्न को अंदर लेकर सबको आयु दिया, नहीं तो everybody would have died. Therefore, यत वायु अन्नायु. अन्न खिलाकर आयु देने वाला प्राण. Okay. In this, we will see the Bhashyam for 10 minutes and something else. What it is? Ki tat pranena, tat chakshusha, tat shrotrena, tat tvacha, tat manasa, tat shishnena, tena tena karna vyaparena, annam grahitum ashaknuvan. So with all indriyas, with their own respective faculties, that pinda, human form in whom all devatas are there, was incapable of taking the food through all these faculties and their qualities. Then क्या हुआ? ग्रहीतुम अशक्नुवन् पश्चात, after all that experiments are done and failed, पश्चात अपानेन वायुना, by the apana vayu, mukha chidrena, through the entry of the hole of the mouth, tad annam aji grukshat, that anna is consumed by the apana vayu. So here, what we have to grasp is vayu is one. When vayu comes to our nostrils, it's called a shvasa. Shvasa also is one. When shvasa touches our heart or fefde, it's called prana. Prana is also one. Functionally, it is given different names because of different functions, but basically it is one. Like chitta is one or antakarana is one, but functionally we call as four. Mana बुद्धि चित्त अहंकार. In the same way, प्राण एक ही है. अलग अलग functions, therefore अलग अलग नाम at अलग अलग functional level it is given. That prana एक ही है is the vayu which from the nose and mouth combination, because they go together, vayu मुंह से नाक से दोनों से लिया जाता है. From that point onwards up to the excretion point तक prana shakti is functioning throughout the body, every cell doing different required things. Among them, superficially seen, the first function of consuming the food by the prana appears to be very important. Because important also, that which is already important and known to others as important, why should it be told that it is important? Then we have to look out into and see, is there anything other thing, if not more, equally important? Let us highlight it. Amma. All scientific discoveries are nothing but highlighting the things which were considered earlier as unimportant. But that's it. By various scientific investigations with proofs. So here also, as much sacred is the prana at the time of consuming the food, उसी प्राण का अदर और अंतिम हिस्सा जो है कर्म अपान जिसको कहते हैं, it is also equally sacred. That is why here instead of saying that the prana has consumed the food, which is obvious to everyone, the apana ने food consume किया कहते. So actually food is consumed done by prana only, even according to many other Upanishads also. अरे क्यों इतना हो रहा है? But apana. Now, what is the function of the apana is all the unwanted waste material throwing out of the system. No, let us generalize it now along with the topic. Whether it is the unwanted food, unwanted dirt, unwanted, you know, all other thoughts of the mind, attitudes, intentions, even unwanted movements or activities of the body, when they are there, it becomes a huge burden for a human life. Therefore, as much as a prana, we invoke or do what is wanted, so much important in our life also to discard and reject what is unwanted. In fact, the fulfillment in the consumption or reception is always in the rejection only, discarding only. Everywhere, right from the child entering the womb of the mother born, and one day he oldly become 18, 19, he dies. So in the death only there is a fulfillment in the birth. All of us go to a musical concert, but it is not eternal. Singer himself goes out. We also will have to exit. So at highest level, whole creation, when it got manifested from the truth, it goes back into unmanifestation. Be ready for it. And remember, unmanifest stage of the world is the real one. Manifest one is not real. But we give value to the manifestation because we can't go beyond this grossness. For vasanas, for habits, for identifying the upadhis, more important is because we become comfortable in taking the gross world as real, contacting it with our gross sense organs. We are comfortable in that. देवर हमको उससे हटकर आगे करना सोचना जरूरत नहीं लगता. But otherwise, the unmanifest is more real than the manifest. Thus, whole world which has come into manifestation goes into unmanifest. No, to that level we can lift our thinking and understanding from this point where Apana is given value importance that he is the consumer of the food. Even the food consumed is by the prana. And unless the already existing thing is undone or unloaded or removed, how can the new things can be taken? That's why in life, after that age of 60, unloading the entire samsara is so essential to load our heart with the spiritual knowledge. At the values level also, unless we unload our heart of all negative values, we cannot load our heart with positive values. Unloading is important than the loading. Everything unwanted. People in our friend circle. Unless we unload the friends materialistic bhautikavadin, we cannot load our life with the adhyatmika mitra. Because you can't do both, time to come hai. In this way, अपान से भोजन स्वीकृत किया गया मीन्स entire prana only, But the reception of food's fulfillment is digestion, helping all faculties to work along with it. It has to go out. That's done by the apana. Therefore, apana is respected and given a position as if it is the one which is the consumer of the food. So this is the meaning of saying apana and not the prana. There are no two things called prana apana. One prana only, functionally different places may. That's how tad avayata tad annam evam jagraha ashitavan. So avayat means jagraha means ashitavan. He has grasped or the consumed or he has eaten the food. Who this apana. Tena, because of this saha, that pranamaya, esha apanavayu, sorry, not pranapanavayu, annasya graha, annagrahakaha. So he is the one who is doing the grahana of the anna, therefore annasya grahakaha, receiver, iti etatu. This is what it is said, simple. Then yad vayu, yaha vayu, this vayu which is apana, annayuhu, अन्नायुः वै अन्नबन्धनः अन्नजीवनः वै प्रसिद्धः. It takes the anna, and because of anna also alone, it is alive also. And this pranavayu, by taking the anna, not only survives itself, but it sustains entire other faculties of buddhi, indriya, mana, even sharira. So total thought kya hua therefore of this topic is mind, the prana apana, the system in the body. See to it that the food taken, food thrown away, or the waste material is properly balanced so that the prana shakti will be always full and intact. And this prana shakti alone works through all indriyas. Therefore, indriya shakti also should be intact. Even the sustenance of the body. Don't neglect the pranamaya kosha. One side it helps the annamaya sustain, another side mano vijnana आनंदमय का प्राणमय के शक्ति के कारण ही जो भी संसार व्यवहार साधना करना है ना कर सकते हैं हम. And it's a big subject of understanding the power of prana in the form of vayu at totality level. Same vayu in the total as a prana in us. How it is इस पिंडांड को वन इंडिविजुअल को एंड टोटल ब्रह्मांड को भी डायनामाइज एक्टिवेट करा के फंक्शन में रख रहा है. फंक्शनल मोड में ये वायु और प्राणवायु अपान और प्राणवायु वेरी बिग सब्जेक्ट इट इज. And remaining things you do as homework as to the uchvasa nishvasa, which is called as prana apana, which is the one consuming food, digesting and throwing away. What should be our further understanding and our relation to it, and need of respecting, revering, maintaining it, ये सारा हमको मन में रखना. जैसा अभी कहा, apana means the one which throw away negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative attitudes, negative intentions, negative companies, whatever which are non-spiritual negative, अपान द्वारा उसको फेंक दो. Again with prana apana only into the system bring all positive. इतना समझने में ये हो जाएगा. Now comes a very important topic of the Lord yet to enter. Because of his presence, all these are happening. Because of his ikshana, all of them are happening. He has not yet entered into that human pinda. So now here the pravesha shruti. Almost all Upanishads talk about the Srishti by the Lord, and Lord enters into the Srishti. Each one different way. Like Tat Srishtva Tadevanu Pravishadu Tadanu Pravisha Satchatya Chava. how Lord entered, it is spoken that way. So here also ऐतरेय में बन तो गया पिंड, अब उसमें भगवान को इंटर करना है. So the vicharana regarding the Lord entering into this human form is discussed. Now देखो, ह्यूमन फॉर्म क्यों डिस्कस कर रहा है प्रिडोमिनेंटली? बिकॉज ऑफ द कन्वीनियंसेस इन इट, द ह्यूमन बॉडी और ह्यूमन लाइफ फॉर द ब्रह्मज्ञान एंड मोक्ष. एंड द उपनिषद स्टीम इज ब्रह्मज्ञान ओनली, मोक्ष ओनली ना. सो वो सब्जेक्ट और बॉडी और एंटिटी which is conducive for this subject of brahmajnana called as human, that is value. That doesn't mean animals like cows and horses, which the Devatas said, ki they are not sufficient to us. Not that they are meaningless or they don't exist. वो सब है हमारे प्रारब्ध से, हम ही उन शरीरों में जाते हैं. उस शरीर में भी प्राणमय कोश है, वो भी भगवान ही है. Even a small mosquito, when it takes the blood, there is a pranamaya kosha working everywhere. That is to be understood. But here specifically human being is taken because his equipment is fit for knowing the truth and getting liberated. And you can ask questions. स्वामी परमात्मा से मनुष्य शरीर में प्रवेश किया क्या? What about the cow and the horse and all other things he has created? Is he not there? General sentence just now we said is, he is there as a life even in one cell, small organism also. When we say to that extreme, you must know that is everywhere there is no doubt. But special importance given to human being is because we are human beings and all shastras are addressed to human beings. Through them the human being is expected to do sadhana and realize the truth. इसलिए सब बताया. Only human again. They're not only human being. There are other celestial beings of yaksha, kinnara, kimpurusha, siddha, charana, gandharva, naga. बहुत है. And in the universe, unknown to us, the expression of the divine or the individual jivas, in a million ways they can be. There are thousands of the expressions of jiva divine in a subtler form, which are not gross body at all. And they are the ones who move in all the planets. And our stupid scientists, they want to see only gross body oriented beings whom they can't find there. They say there koi जीवन नहीं है वहाँ. There's no planet where there are no jivas. Everywhere they are there. They have to be there. Not gross. स्थूल शरीर का नहीं होता है. हम तो स्थूल शरीर के बालों को देखने का कोशिश करते हैं थ्रू ऑल अवर scientific experiments, astronomy, astrology. अरे चंद्रमा में पानी है, जीव है कि नहीं? पानी है, जीव भी. All जीव come from चंद्रमा only to the earth. Are there beings in the अंगारक ग्रह? Definitely they are there. But इतना गर्म है, वो वहाँ रह सकते हैं. गर्मी is to the body. They are not in the शरीर. स्थूल शरीर नहीं होता. So like that so many are there. फिर उनके लिए मुक्ति के मार्ग वगैरह अलग. For us as a human being, we have to get moksha by knowing the truth. Therefore, we are given importance in the Upanishads which are meant for us. तो इस तरह से इसको पकड़ना है. And we are human, therefore we must understand Upanishad, practice and do sadhana, reach out. So, भगवान का प्रवेश. Let us chant this mantra. एक बार पहले या दो बार पढ़ लो. Mantra number 11 of the fourth chapter. First chapter, third khanda. Start. Saikshata katam nu idam madhrute syad iti. Saikshata katarena prapadya iti. Saikshata yadi vacha abhivyahrutam. Yadi घ्राणेना अभिघ्राणितं यदि चक्षुषा दृष्टं यदि श्रोत्रेण श्रुतं यदि त्वचा स्पृष्टं यदि मनसा ध्यातं यदि अपानेन अपानितं यदि शिष्टेन विसृष्टम् अथ कोहमिति. एक बार और पढ़े. स ईक्षत कथम नु इदं मद्रुते स्यादिति. स ईक्षत कतरेण प्रपद्या इति. स ईक्षत यदि वाचा अभिव्याहृतं यदि घ्राणेन प्राणेनाभिप्राणितं यदि चक्षुषा दृष्टं यदि श्रोत्रेण श्रुतं यदि त्वचा स्पृष्टं यदि मनसा ध्यातं यदि अपानेन अभ्यपानितं यदि शिश्नेन विसृष्टम् अत कोऽहमिति. First we study this mantra. Literally, we go to the Bhashya. थोड़ा एडिशन होगा उसमें. So saikshata. Now अभी तो इसका तो आदत हो गया हमको. The word so many times it has come. The Lord has done the ikshana, visualized, contemplated, thought of, meditated. Saikshata. What was his thinking? कि कथम नु idam madrute syat. अरे this equipment of human, how can it be without me? कथम नु मत अरुते syat. How can it be without me? Idea is what here? How can it be without me means you can understand in the example. How can the car be without me? Here the superficial understanding appears that car is depending on us. You know, how can the car be without me? मतलब car is because I bought the car and all. But the हकीकत क्या है? We are dependent on the car. मतलब हमको घूमना है, कार को कहीं घूमना नहीं है. Car has nowhere to go, nowhere to reach. You know, like the pet dog. That dog doesn't need us. You leave it, it knows how to get food and all. We need the dog, so we hold on to it. In the same way, मद्रुते कथम से याद का अर्थ नहीं कि मैं नहीं हो तो ये अन्न का अन्नमय कोश या शरीर कैसा रहेगा. ना ना, दैट इज अदर वे अराउंड. कि मद्रुते कथम से याद इज कि मैं नहीं हूं तो मेरा क्या होगा फिर. इट्स नॉट मेरा क्या होगा इज द इश्यू हियर. है ना. Because I am important, so I have to be revealed. So if I myself am not there, then what is the use of all the faculties? है कि नहीं? Any example you take, you construct a house with all rooms, facilities. But what is the use of that house without you entering? है कि ना? बढ़िया सा स्कूल बना दिया, एक्सलेंट, है ना. बट स्टूडेंट्स नहीं है उसमें. अरे किसके लिए है फिर वो. बिग हॉस्पिटल इज मेड, नो पेशेंट्स, नो डॉक्टर. अंडरस्टूड. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ मद्रुते कथम स्यात्. मेरे बिना कैसा रहेगा. फ्रॉम द साधना स्टैंड is in this equipment of human being which is supporting every faculty, the divine Paramatma, उनको हमें recognize करना है as ourself. From our side for sadhana, it is said. But how the Lord entered वाला वो discussion चल रहा है ना अभी. Ishvara's entry into the human body. Everybody enters, but we are human. Upanishads are addressed to human, so we take only human example. So khatam no madhrute sya. Here, therefore, what is it in Yoga Darshana? What is it? All Vedanta. That प्रकृति किसके लिए है. पुरुषस्य भोगापवर्गार्थम. Otherwise it has no purpose of its own. है ना. तदर्थ दृश्यस्य आत्मा. We have seen it twice in two sutras. तदर्थ एव दृश्यस्य आत्मा. And also when the prakriti or drishya was explained, what was it explained as? Drishyam drishya kaha. Drishyam kim? Prakasha kriya sthiti sheelam. Then bhutendriya atmakam. Then bhogapavargartham drishyam. Whose bhoga and apavarga? Of the drashta, the jiva. Same way, tadartha eva drishyasya atma. So मेरे लिए है वो. भगवान का मैं तो मेरे लिए बनाया हूं ना, तो मुझे एंट्री किए बिना और वो होगा कैसे हो. सो कथम मद्रुते स्यात्. स ईक्षता कथम नु इदम मद्रुते स्यात्. फर्स्ट ईक्षण is this one. Three ikshanas we see in this mantra. Second is again He has decided, no, how can it be without me? I must be there entering in it. Once decision is made of entry, now the next question is, Sa ikshata katarena prapadya. Then he was again thinking, visualizing, contemplating कि कैसे मैं एंटर करूं फिर. How can that be without me? And once I understood that it cannot be without me, or I can't be without it, or I must enter. Second question, second diction is how to enter. Is it not? See, saha ikshata katarena prapadyati. Which path I must enter into? Which path I must enter? Actually, two alternative paths are there. One is the path of the charana, second is the path of the shirsha, shiraha. And from the charana marga, all devatas, indriyas, all of them enter the prana shakti into the sharira. It is said in the same very uh, Aitareya Aranyaka in the before chapters. उनके समान मैं भी घुसूं तो फिर मेरा कोई वैल्यू नहीं रहेगा. Like, when invasion of a town happens by the soldiers and army, they घुसो from anywhere. है ना? Because the purpose is to fight the war. Once the war is done and these who have intruded, they are victorious, they became. How the king enters? He will not come from the पतली गली से या दीवार जंप करके. वो तो राजमार्ग से आएगा ना. जीतने के बाद जीतने वाला राजा. Is it not? He cannot come from any of the door राजा करके. या राजा को ना खिड़की से अंदर ले जाते हैं. क्यों हम भी खिड़की से अंदर गए अटैक करने के लिए, तो उनको ऐसा नहीं होता है. When they were invading, they can come from anywhere. जंगलों से आएंगे, नदी पार करके they can come, है ना. Just they can come from the parapet wall, jumping from the doors. How many ways they enter? Door means the पीछे वाला. और वे राजा आते तो सीधा इन प्रॉपर रोड he'll have to come exclusively for him. इसलिए राजमार्ग, राजपथ. So that is why he thought the question of how I enter is this one. That will be answered in the next month. Then third one, very interesting. What it is कि यदि सह ईक्षत, again he contemplated कि यदि वाचा अभिव्याहृतम, अरे वाणी अपना काम कर रहा है बोलने का, प्राणेन अभिप्राणितम, घ्राणा और प्राणा डूइंग इट्स वर्क ऑफ स्मेलिंग, देन चक्षुषा दृष्टम, eyes are seeing their job, श्रोत्रेण श्रुतम, the ears are listening, त्वचा स्पृष्टम, skin is touching, मनसा ध्यातम, mind is doing thinking, then अपारेण अभ्यवारितम, with apana food is taken and waste is thrown, shishnena visrushtam, then shishnam is doing its work of Srishti or research. Now, what is his thinking here is, every one of them are doing work independently. But how can a work independent have any meaning? They should have some common idea, common goal, common thing to stay intact. So that is the meaning of here. Koham iti means what should be my role having entered. How can it be without me? How to enter? What is my role when all these are happening? That is the meaning of koham. And the answer is so simple. One, he is the one who coordinates all. Second, he is the one to whom all these अभी जो बताए गए फैकल्टीज उनके सारे परसेप्शन से ऑफर किए जाते हैं. There are two more things. Third is, this entered Lord, by fascinated by the faculties doing seva to him, he may get infatuated and becomes a jiva and suffering. And the same jiva, fed up one day from all this nonsense through the sadhana, he comes out to get liberated. ये चार चीजें हैं भगवान का एंट्री का कारण. One is he integrates, supervises everything like a king Second, all of them report to him. Third, he can get caught up or bound by identity with them. अब जब अक्ल का ताला खुलता है, he can be eject out of its identity and get liberated. These are the four reasons for which the Paramatma enters into the human and becomes all these four. So that's why in me, the conscious me है, इसलिए all faculties are working. And every one of them are reporting to me only because I only have to become conscious. Then only whatever is perceived is registered. है ना, कॉन्शियसनेस नहीं है तो नाक से जो स्मेल लेते हैं ना, उसका सर्टिफिकेशन नहीं होता. So too with all other faculties. So they are all for the consciousness only. Third one, that conscious self only. Identify the upadhi, now suffering the pangs of jiva, bhava. We are at this stage now. Same way, by detaching from all these upadhis rising over them, we discover our own Sachidananda expression, Sachidananda Anubhuti. So that is how it is. This fourth, 11th mantra, it has got a beautiful bhashyam given in 3 pages by Bhagavan Adi Shankara. Om. Very explanation is good. What we said little bit, Bhagavan Adi Shankara thoroughly explains to us. So if we start it, then it will take time. Tomorrow for this fourth mantra or 11th mantra, first chapter, third khanda, we will see the bhashyam and also continuation. Okay. There are 14 mantras only in this khanda. Tomorrow in our study, Bhashyakara's Bhashya of Bhagwan's entry into Sharira is beautifully explained. It has lot of revelations to us about the truth, about his entry in the personality, why he will stay, how long he will stay, what he does. इन सब का उत्तर हमको मिलता है. So tomorrow only we take it up. Today we'll stop here. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणम अस्तु. इतना काफी है आज के लिए.